Welcome back to Stellaris. Now, before we begin, two things. I haven't played for a few days. I'm kind of lost as to where we actually are and what we were doing. I took a look at the last episode myself, and I think I have a general idea. Also, the voice cutting out issue that you may have heard in the, or not may, you will have heard it in the previous episodes. It's because of my noise gate. I've set it to be less sensitive now. That probably and hopefully will fix the issue, but it will also mean that you will hear more noises. That is, in the background, when I'm not speaking. As when I'm speaking, the microphone is open anyway, so that shouldn't really matter. Okay, so trying to get my bearings here. I have had a look around, but yeah. We are terraforming multiple planets, that is good. We have an archaeological site event pending. We are expanding our system dominance. We do have a goodly amount of influence currently, but we also have an unspent civic point, which might be useful to actually use. I think it's 250 to reform the government, so we can get the public relations specialist, because that's very useful. The civic for... 2 more envoys and 10% more diplomatic weight. Our current diplomatic weight is not really that bad, with 2.9k. We are by far the most powerful member of the Senate. But there are certain things that I would like to be able to veto. Get that option when the Galactic Council is formed. The 3 most powerful members of the Galactic Senate becomes the Galactic Council, and these begins with the powers. I haven't seen any other powers than these. Emergency measures, which basically is that you push one of these up to the front. Of course, you have to pay with influence for that. Sanction a resolution, I believe that is a veto. And denounce, I don't know what that is. I haven't used that. But I hope more people will support this eventually. Let's take a look at this archaeological site event. Death/rebirth. A recent breakthrough shone some light on the vanished city builders of Jaskev 6. Apparently, the fungal species has a collective cycle of mass death and rebirth. They hatch en masse, almost simultaneously across the whole planet, and grow up as part of a linked hive mind collective. In the course of their hundreds of years long life cycle, they spread out and reclaimed the cities built and abandoned by previous died-off generations. When nearing the next Death's Rebirth event, they heed some species-wide biological clarion call. Through asexual reproduction, they give birth to a pod that is buried in the ground. The parent dies, and the body decays and fertilizes the ground around the pod. After a long dormant period, the pods hatch, and the cycle begins anew. Keep digging. 1 minor artifact. We have 22. I don't really want Xenophile. We have already proclaimed the religious revelation. This one is decent, I guess, but it costs 150 influence, which is not ideal currently. You're not doing anything, but there's not really much for you to do either. That system would be good. I think we'll take that civic. Reform government, public relations specialist, reform. And that gives us more envoys, so... Well, we have to start up the game before we get the more envoys. Now I think we have the more envoys. Beowitch and Sydney Let's send Sydney to the Senate. Somehow I feel we have more than one Sydney. No, we don't. Okay, our fleet strength currently is 5.9k. We have 10 out of 13 starbases. Can I build a listening post here? Yes, I can. Because I'm wondering, someone suggested that we should make these guys a vassal. No, not these guys. These guys are actually... these are pacifists. If we make those pacifists, then I don't think I can cancel that thing because of that mod that I'm using. But that's okay. Let's see here. Do we have a listening post in here? Yes, we do. I have no idea what kind of fleet these guys have, but they are inferior in all kinds of senses. Can we declare war on them? We have a non-aggression pact with them. We can't break that, though. They have their borders closed. Let's break the non-aggression pact. I don't think that will do anything right away. We have to wait until 2283, which is 10 years, but that's fine. They're not going to be happy with that. Minus 50 for breaking the non-aggression pact. That was to be expected. This science ship... Julie Fisher is working on that. Their own is just level 1. I'm not sure why their own is on a science vessel at all. Have you guys closed your borders to me? No, you haven't. But I'm sure you guys have. I'm equally sure you guys have. No, you haven't. You're neutral. Okay, can I send you on automatic exploration then? No. I have closed borders with someone. Yeah, these guys. Oh, I should be able to go through here and then up there. There are plenty of things up there. Can you go? There is no route. Avoiding hostiles. Where are the hostiles? Oh. Right. Send him there then. Radiant Core. The archaeologists have reconstructed... Okay. Some things. Modified scanner. Set to pierce deeper within the statue's hybrid composite material, it has picked up on weak radiation emanating from their cores. To investigate further, it would be necessary to break one of the sentinels open, very likely destroying it in the process. Gee, really? Since one of the statues has already lost part of its wing, our archaeologists recommend starting with that one. That's not a bad bonus, but now the site has been fully excavated. Temple of the Squid. What do you look like? That would add another tile blocker. Are you producing much unity at all? Not really any option now. Open the Sentinel carefully so that we can reassemble it.
Situation log has been updated.
Missing archaeologist found. Christian White has been found unconscious and badly injured, hiding in the underbrush below a natural rock formation with a bloodied datapad tucked under her arm. She was rushed to the hospital and treated for severe brain injury indicative of blunt trauma by impact from above. Though her condition is now stable, she still suffers from memory loss and has no recollection of how she sustained her wounds. Splinters of the unique metal alloy from which the sentinels are sculpted were lodged in her parietal cranial bone. All she remembers is hiding from someone and subsiding off of what little the land had to offer. However, her notes contain some helpful information. Adds 5 clues and now has the maimed trait. But it would appear that the archaeological site is done.
Construction completed.
Finish the construction in Mug. Let's go on to Sebulba. Governing ethics shift in the Thudhotis Confederated systems. They have become more outwardly spiritualist. That's these guys. Spiritualist egalitarian. Well, better than nothing, I suppose. They're at 60, they're at 50, so we can add more ships to this fleet. Or we can add a second fleet. Senate floor is now in session. This will give us even more diplomatic weight. I think we'll add a second fleet. We do not have that much alloys.
Construction completed.
Can we get that much alloys, I wonder? We need 3,254. Yep. Apparently we can. And these I want to be in Gorasus and reinforce. That means we can move these guys up here. And since I intend to declare war on these guys, I think I want to upgrade this starport. Just so we are prepared for when that time comes, of course.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
We've completed the research of shields. These new shield generators represent the next generation of energy screens, replacing the older deflector technology. They offer significantly better protection. Gateway travel. Ah. That's interesting. Let's get the market analysis algorithms for 10% more artisan output, shall we? Also, you guys... well, I can't do anything about the upgrading anyways, but go back to Garasus because I want to upgrade you with the new shields. And you can build the mining stations, please. This fleet needs an admiral.
Research concluded. Construction completed.
Salem. We have gene tailoring, +1 gene modification point. Making gene editing tools widely available is sure to have a positive impact on our development as a species. I think we want to take the planetary resurfacing to get rid of those tile blockers. And then we have the Archaeological Site. Will rise once more. The final answer to the mystery of the vanquished fungoid society turned out to be fairly straightforward. The planet's population is not lost at all. They're still there, gestating underground. Analysis of an uncovered pod indicated that the species' centuries-long active lifespan was nothing compared to the pod state gestation, which seems to go on for a few thousand years. Their simple cities, built to withstand long neglect, stand silently awaiting their return. So, there they all are, slumbering in the ground, awaiting the day when they'll rise and start the cycle once more. Tech progress gained, Secrets of Life, +50%. That's not bad. How about you go back and assist research there, Julie Fisher? Thank you. Jordan, I don't think there's much for you to do down here. Let's send you up here as well. To upgrade that, we need crystals. This one requires motes. What planets are doing what here? Your bureaucrats. That requires crystals as well. Temple of Nautilus. That's a mining world. The Shrine of Spirilla. That's going to be an agricultural world. We have this Wenkwort custodian modifier, so unity and consumer goods and food is the thing on this planet. How many did I build here? I built plenty. Governor Woolley has now the arrested development trait. That's not ideal. But I'm going to accept that. Because I don't think I can get... Oh, I actually can. The Ontario Gardener. Okay, well, let's recruit the Ontario Gardener. Wally, I'm sorry, but you are dismissed. And the Ontario Gardener is now the new governor of the Holy See. Have an unspent trait point.
Construction completed.
Let's have a look at that. Well, that one would be nice. That one would be even better. Let's see if we can get more trade. I don't think we can get more trade points, but maybe
Research
we can
concluded.
get. Construction complete. Okay, do I want to bother with that now? No, I don't. I want to save the alloys. Battleships. The largest of the standard military vessels. That's not true. Ah, it's standard, okay. Battleships are traditionally heavily armored and sport several gun batteries. Let's get the Gauss cannon then. Or Gauss cannon. I don't know. The Church of the Octopus can build a new building. Let's get another. That's a fairly long way to scroll down. Slave pop resource output. How many slaves do we have? I don't think these are considered slaves. But that doesn't really do much. We have a temple. Let's get another synthetic crystal plant here. The Shrine of Akaru Kamui. Let's get more bureaucrats. And we also need more housing here. Let's get another agricultural district and 2 city districts. Ah, and the fleet is done. Ship designer. Let's get shields on this one. Anything else? No. I think we have everything. This plasma thrower is better. 12 to 25, 10 to 27. Accuracy 90 versus 80, tracking 50 versus 40. They do a lot more armor damage and hull damage. Whereas the railgun does shield damage. Now we'll leave it as that. And you upgrade, and you upgrade. We need more naval capacity.
Ship upgrades applied.
Good.
Ship upgrades applied.
Wait, how long? 24 months. Well, that's fine. Actually don't want them to invade here either, so let's build a starport here as well.
Construction completed.
And Let's just go on and upgrade it directly to Starhold. Research complete. Planetary resurfacing. We can now remove the impossible mountains. With the advent of clean fusion, automation and matter compression technologies, it was only a matter of, of time before mountain top removal became mountain range removal. Okay, then I guess that one is good. What is the secret of life? Where did we get that? Anyways, I want more naval capacity, so let's get doctrine support vessels.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
We have completed market analysis algorithms, 10% more artisan output. Basic administrative AIs can be used to streamline supply and demand lines, reducing waste. Not here either. Yeah, let's get the autonomous station protocols. We're getting a fair amount of research from the research stations now, so it's worth it at this point. That terraforming is almost done. Can we close the
Construction
border?
completed.
No. Let's get Polybunker or Polbunker. Let's save up the influence as well. One of our envoys is without a mission. Let's send him, or yeah, send you to the Senate. 3.6, we're up to 3.8.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
We have completed autonomous station protocols, plus 10% research station output. Increased automation of station functions will free up more staff for research duties. Let's get the self-aware colony ships, plus 50% colony development speed, because these terraformings are almost done. This one is... no, that's an old one. This one is done in like 2 months, 3 months. Build something on the Cathedral. We have Psycore. Huh. Anything specifically we can build here that we need? We have plenty of amenities. Omega alignment. That's a weird building. Produces 16... physics research, but that's about it. I mean, wouldn't this be better? Doesn't offer any jobs either. Well, let's build it just because we can.
Construction completed.
Good. Now let's build the mining stations there.
Construction completed.
Good. Upgrade that to a starhold as well. Ralloy 3 has been terraformed. I guess that means we need to colonize it. But before we do that, we need to find a new name for this place. Ralloy is not in line with our naming scheme. So... I guess this can be the... You know what? Someone suggested that I use more religious buildings from different religions, and I don't see why not. So this can be the Mosque of the Cuttlefish. Now let's colonize it. There we go.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
And these guys want 4,000 credits to continue the deal, definitely. And we have completed doctrine support vessels, plus 30 naval capacity. A fleet does not run on zeal alone. To ensure steady access to critical supplies, we should organize our logistics corps into dedicated support vessels. That's the secrets of life. Okay, let's nab that then.
Construction completed.
We have room for one more starbase. Let's build a starport here because we need some anchorages as well.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
So while we're at it, let's go into the fleet manager and increase this one to 20. And we need more alloys, so let's just get that. And fleet manager, enforce all. And we have completed self-aware colony ships, plus 50% colony development speed. Sufficiently advanced systems are capable of optimizing themselves if they are made acutely aware of the purpose for which they were made. Let's get the Curator Exploration Lab. I actually think that this is a good place to end the episode. So we have a specific plan. We are going to try to subjugate these people into becoming our vassals. That's going to have to wait another 7 years. Or 6.5. And in the meantime, we are building up our forces. And we are, of course, expanding on the way. And our bureaucrats are doing a good job at getting our empire sprawl within manageable and tolerable limits. With that, thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you all in the next episode.